Hello, this is a video to show Rawlins students how they can use Insight and what kind of information is available to them using Insight. You can log into Insight by following the link on either the Rawlins homepage or on the Rawlins VLE, and you log in using your usual username and password. When you arrive into Insight, you will see what we call a snapshot, which gives your current behaviour, figures, alerts about your attendance and your behaviour. You'll have some assignments scrolling here, which are your homework assignments, and there'll be various notices available to you. One important thing that you might wish to look at is your timetable. If you lose your timetable, you don't want to bother your coach to print another one, you can click on the Timetable tab. That will give you the current week's timetable, as you can see here. And if you click forward, you will see next week's timetable. So you'll be able to prepare yourself for the equipment and the books that you need to bring in. The other useful section to students is the assignments section. This is your homework assignments, so this is where all of your homeworks will be recorded. You should be recording all of the due dates for your assignments in your planner, but to get the detail and the information about the homework that's been set, you should go to the Assignments tab. When you get into the Assignments tab, you will see the information that you need to do all of the homeworks that have been set. So if we scroll down here, we can see that Harry has been given a number of different homeworks for different subjects, and there are a number of attachments as well for him. So there are lots of attachments that would help him with the homework, and there may also be things like links to YouTube. There may be online tests that you need to do, or there may just be worksheets and booklets that you need to download that will actually help you with your homework. The due dates for the homework is shown here, and they are on the screen in due date order. You can also access your personal details. So it tells you who your coach is, who your house team leader is, and any other information. What might be particularly important to older students is their exam number. Your exam number is very important when you're seeing exams, and that is where you get that information from. We also have your information on your special educational needs, which is something that you should already be aware of. Any particular needs that have been recorded, and anything where you are listed as gifted and talented. If you want to check on all of your teachers, you can see a list of all of your teachers' names by going into Linked Adults. And under Academic, it has your teachers' names. Under Pastoral, it will have your head of house and your registration tutor. And under Contact, you will have your parents' details. There's also a link to information about Sam Learning, and also a link which will take you directly into Sam Learning. Sam Learning is a service that covers all of your subjects and gives you information, tasks, revision to do at home. This page gives you some details of how to initially log in to Sam Learning. We do advise you change your password and keep a record of that separately. Also on Insight, you can see record of your own attendance. Students are often very interested in knowing what their attendance figures are, so this is where you can access that. The AM/PM attendance just simply gives you the mark that you get in morning registration, and your afternoon attendance mark, which actually comes from your period 5 lesson. So that gives you your overall attendance plus any information about days that you may have been off sick or on visits. You can get some graphs at the bottom that give a summary of your attendance. can also have a look at lesson by lesson, so you can see which lessons that you've been absent from. You can also see lessons that you've been late from. If you hover over the lesson, it tells you which lesson it actually was that you were either late from or that you may have missed over the school year. And again, there's a summary at the bottom by subject and by reason for being absent. And the overall picture is recorded in your attendance career, which every term you're at Rawlins will record an overall percentage of what your attendance was. You can have a look at your positive and negative logs by going into behaviour, and under achievements is where you will see your positive logs. They'll be recorded in date order. It will tell you who's recorded them and why they've recorded them, and it will give you extra information under the ones where extra information has been provided. You can see that Harry has achieved 119 positive logs, and under behaviours you will see your negative logs. So you'll see what's actually been recorded. You can see Harry's got 6 for things like uniform breaches, failure to listen, failure to complete homework. Those are the kind of things that will be recorded there. If you have a formal detention, you will be able to find that recorded under detentions. It will tell you when it's scheduled for and when you actually need to, where you actually need to go to attend that detention. When you do attend it, then it will be recorded as such. Very few of you will use the final 2 tabs under the behaviour section, and that is those of you who've been on a report card where the teachers have been reporting on you electronically, and those of you who've been excluded, and that data will appear here. As you move up the school, it becomes increasingly important that you know the situation with all of your examinations. Now, the first thing recorded in the examinations section are your key stage results. And these are the results that you have achieved at the end of each key stage. So we have your key stage 1 SATs results here at the very bottom. We then have your key stage 2 results, so your end of primary school results. If you have missing papers appear, it may be that you were ill when that particular SAT was taken. And then finally we have your key stage 3 results, which is the levels, which are the levels that the school has given you at the end of year 9, which is the end of key stage 3. Once you get into taking examinations, you want to know what you've been entered for, and you also need to know when the examination is. So if we first look at examination entries, you'll be able to see which exams you have actually been entered for and when you've been entered for them. So here we have all of Harry's internal year 10 exams that he's actually going to be sitting in the year 10 exam week, and he also has one Edexcel external exam that he's going to be sitting for BTEC PE. He can find out when these examinations are happening by clicking on his exam timetable. Here you can see Harry's exam timetable. It lists all of the exams in date order, the start time, the exam that he's sitting, and also the duration, so the length of the exam. Now, once Harry has received some examination results, they will appear in the results tab. So once that BTEC PE result comes in, that's where it will appear for Harry. The final thing that might be of interest to you is your progress check, and you can access your progress check by clicking on the Progress Reports tab and clicking into the progress check for different years. Harry joined us in year 10, so we'll be able to see Harry's year 10 progress check appear. So here we have Harry's progress check. It's appeared as a PDF file. I can actually scroll in on that and I can see Harry's various different grades. So Harry has his bronze target grades, which is the minimum grade we expect him to achieve. He has his gold target grades, which is the grade that he is capable of and that he should be aspiring to achieve. We have grades in yellow, where he's meeting his target grade. We have grades in green, where he's exceeding his bronze target grade. But we do have some grades in red, and that's where Harry needs to do some additional work in order to make sure that he meets his bronze target grade by the next progress check. I hope that video has been informative in showing you what you can access by logging into Insight. You should also watch the student VLE video if you're new to Rawlins to show you what information is available to you on the VLE.